welcome back from the Super Smoke Bros hibernation here. End of summer happened, then football cross country season happened, and now we're back. Episode 31. The boys are back, and we're getting ready to rock and roll here. So, thank you for all our listeners who hanging tight with us. And we have Mr. B, Petey, and Super She, and Z here, ready to rock and roll. So it's good to see you guys in the podcast world again.
Yes, it is.
So let's just start off. I'm going to go just Colin, you're on the big screen here in our Zoom meeting. So what have you been up to this summer? What's been up? Anything that, the people want to know, Colin. What have you been
Yeah.
up to? What have you been smoking? Fill us
I
in.
want to know all the intense, awesome things that has been going on. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the podcast, but I am the head cross country coach for our high school, Sheboygan Falls. So obviously in the fall that kept me busy. We had a good season. It was good, a lot of fun though, good group of kids. And then in the summer, didn't really do too much. Hung out with family a little bit. Went up north. Big highlight. My wife and I went to Cincinnati in like mid-August, right before in service. So we went to a Brewer game out there. We actually saw their 14th win in a row, which was pretty cool, a franchise record win, and got to explore the city a bit. And then that's basically it's basically been it. As far as what I've been smoking, um, nothing really super adventurous or anything like that. I thought I'd be able to smoke a lot more in the summer, but those summer weekends just fill up so quick, and I didn't get to as much as I was hoping to. But lately, the most recent thing I did some over the top chili, which is a fall favorite in our household for sure, and it's something that the kids will eat without complaining, so that's always a win, and it's delicious. So yeah, that's about it for me.
Nice. Petey,
Yeah.
take it away, brother.
Yeah. A lot of the same. I mean, we do cross country together. I'm the assistant coach. So we had an awesome season. It was fun. Great group of kids. It's definitely a passion of mine doing that. Got to travel with my wife to Santa Fe, New Mexico this summer. So definitely
Nice.
a highlight. Got some new inspiration for flavors there. Tried smoking my first brisket this summer.
Oh.
Was okay.
We've all been there.
A little chewy on the outside, but honestly, the inside was solid. So
Nice.
can't complain too much. And then, we just did a turkey and some mac and cheese this past week. So both of those turned out pretty decent. So
nice.
Pretty happy with those.
Nice.
The most famous, Mr. B.
I don't know about that. So this summer was kind of, for me professionally, was kind of cool. I transitioned into a new position from I was the high school associate principal and athletic director. Now I'm the district activities director, which is kind of exciting. And so basically any extracurricular, co-curricular activities I supervise. So anything from athletics still to musicals to, Project Grill to robotics. So it's been a really forensics, stuff like that. It's been a really fun transition, really diving in deep, getting to learn those things. But yeah, over the summer, a lot of just basic stuff. I've really honestly been trying to get outside of the box a little bit when it comes to flavors. So I'm hoping to showcase some new recipes that I've come up with over the summer on these episodes. One in particular, not a smoked recipe, but I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm entering the Booster Club Chili Cook-Off this year with my off-white chicken chili.
Nice.
It's already 1 for 1. It won my wife's Johnson Controls Chili Cook-Off.
Nice.
So I won a fancy Johnson Controls quarter zip for that.
And that's a new thing, quarter zips.
Yeah. I'm looking to keep the streak running. I know Z's won that one, I think, in the past.
Yes.
So I'm hoping to score some points on the non-traditional aspect of it. So there's a couple secrets in there. I think it would be a good smoked recipe. I'm thinking about smoking it a little bit. But however, it's pretty good not smoked. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, other than that, it's, I coached in probably about 60 baseball games over the summer.
Yeah.
That was fun. U9 60, 60 games of U9 tournament baseball. Pretty serious stuff. It's the best thing I love about it is, I'm with my kid, which is great. It's challenging because you kind of border that dad coach line. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not great at it all the time. So it's a learning curve for me. However, I don't know if I ever told that. I don't know how much time we got, Z, because
as much time as you want, man.
You're the most famous.
Yeah.
So my first day of witnessing youth sports was when my kid he was in first grade playing flag football. And their first day of practice, to finish practice, the coach, who's a parent, of course, threw the ball about 100 yards in the air to see which first and second grader could catch it. And you can guess how many of those kids caught it. I was more nervous about how many teeth were going to be lost. So I decided that I was going to get involved, and I started coaching flag football actually the following year. And then I started coaching traveling basketball, traveling baseball, just because for me, I want all the kids to have a good experience. Obviously I want my kid to have a good experience, but I think it's really about all kids having a good experience. Like, we have 28 kids out for fourth grade basketball. There's 2 traveling teams for baseball. So there's 24 kids in that. So there's a lot of kids that are involved in sports at a young age, which I love. Obviously, we all probably love that. I just don't want those kids to have a bad experience at such a young age, and then all of a sudden they miss out on what could have been just because of one bad year. So
yeah,
it's been pretty fun. It's really busy. If any of you have been through the gamut, it's basically every day. So, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Try to balance that with being at, my work sporting events.
Yeah. No, that's what we do as fathers, and yep. We're all coaches too. And when you see, like you gave that example, and they know, well, and being educators, I think we have that perspective. We don't focus on our own children. We focus on everyone, make the experience, like you said, Brian, about that. So yeah, definitely. So let's see. I smoked a lot of food this summer. The basic stuff, though. I didn't really go out to my, just kind of start just honing in, the recipes I have and tweaking a little bit here. And unlike you, Mr. B, ribs are just not. I'm getting better. I really worked on my ribs this summer. Getting better, good bark, stuff like that. Caramelizing a little bit better, getting more of a glaze on it and stuff. And yeah, so I've been. That's what the summer. Nothing crazy, but I did a lot. Smokers fired up at least a couple times a week. Then football season, and it was a grind. Super young team, but great kids. We fought, and we played great competition as 2 of the teams were in the state championship game facing each other. So it was good, but that takes up so much time, and so I didn't fire the smoker up too much. But I'm firing up for the staff potluck this week coming up. I'm going to fire up the old queso, get that on there, get on the menu, bring that to school. Definitely, as listeners don't know because we haven't had a podcast, but you guys know, the definition of field to table I did for Thanksgiving with the harvesting and processing of my own turkey with our assistant principal, Noah, and his family. Definitely, I'm not gonna lie, I was driving up there to his farm and I was sweating. I was nervous. My stomach was turning. I'm an animal lover, and I'm going to go harvest an animal, and harvesting 3 helped his family out with some of them. But I was able to do it and give you a different perspective of really, wow, this. I had to go in the pen. I got this giant bird that's turkeys are powerful. I didn't realize that. But I had to grab it by the neck and then bear hug it Get
Did
bring it
anybody
outside.
video this happening?
Yeah,
By
yeah.
chance?
Noah does. Noah does. He has it. Yeah.
All right, I'll have to see you tomorrow.
And like, so Noah showed me how to do it, and then and he struggled. I'm like, oh, man, he's doing, I'm gonna struggle. So I went up. He's like, this is yours. This one was a beast. It was the biggest one. Ended up being 20.5 pounds, and it was after it was harvested. And so I go up to it. I sneak behind it, and I just grab it by the neck, and I give it a big bear hug. And I walk out, and Noah's like, "What the heck? How did you do that?" I'm like, "I don't know, but let's get this thing going." So did that, and so when you get your frozen turkeys, and they're already brined in salt, but I always put a little extra Cajun. But so this was, I mean, obviously it was live, and I brought, I harvested it, and so I did an extra long brine with it. I used the Area 51 from Suckle Busters. It's like a Cajun brine. It's so good, and I tell you what. There's a difference. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a difference between a frozen turkey and a turkey like that. I don't know. It was like a little more sweeter taste. Like and I did Cajun. I made my own Cajun butter injection, and I put the butter compote in it, and it was great. But there's something just different. I don't know. It just tastes a little bit like sweeter. Maybe so definitely went down that road, and but I was actually wasn't as bad as I thought, and gave you just a different appreciation for where your food comes from. Right. And when you do that, so yeah, I'll do it again. But it's definitely crazy. And so I think, though, I know, Brian, you talked about going outside the box a little bit. Have you guys seen that Thor's hammer?
Yeah.
You take like a beef shank.
Oh,
I'm gonna try that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try that. That's I have my like Raven Nest retreat up in Upper Michigan with the big mama smoker. I'm gonna do a couple of Thor's hammers. I'm gonna try them. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's give it a shot. So that's my big adventure in the smoking world. I'm gonna try. I haven't. You see those Thor hammers, but I never did it. So
yeah, I never done it.
Yeah, never. So we'll see.
See, you played receiver, right, in college?
Yes, I did. Slot receiver, yes.
So I know how you receivers are. That was probably the best tackle of your life, that turkey, wasn't it?
Yeah, it probably was. It was proper form. You'd have been proud of me as a former football coach, Brian. My form was textbook. My head was out of the tackle, so we're good.
Yep. Well, you rung it by the neck. That's usually a penalty.
Not if you don't get caught.
Was there a good celebration dance after it too?
Yeah. Oh no, it's like, oh, holy crap, what's going on, dance?
You didn't spike it, did you?
No, because I didn't because you could feel its wings pushing you, and like I'm like this cradle and bear hugging this thing, and it's pushing. This wings is pushing me, and I'm like, holy cow, what do we do now? And then we had to bring it over, and they
You ever heard a turkey take off and fly?
Yeah, it's loud and powerful. It's crazy.
It's like Black Hawk Down. Like it sounds like a helicopter going on. Like it's crazy.
We have a wooded area across our street here, and turkeys roost there. And when they come, they're going up to roost. You can hear it if you're outside. It's great. It's loud. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's yeah, we did it, baby. We did it. So, but yeah, the hardest thing was you dip it in scalding water to get the feathers off, but you have those little pin feathers in there. And I spent I'm sitting in my kitchen with the tweezers, and it was like 45 minutes. I'm like, I'm done. We're not eating the skin. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we just didn't. There's part of the skin that got really crispy that I did get all the pin feathers out. That my mother-in-law loves this crispy skin, and so I did do that. But I'm like, there's no way that this bird is 20.5 pounds. I'm not going through the whole thing. So one thing I did notice, though, compared to other turkeys I've done, is the skin separated from the meat a lot in like this fresh bird, I guess. I didn't expect that, because you usually have to pull that skin away to get the butter underneath. It was pulling away, and when I cooked it, was like there's like a cat. It was weird. It really pulled away from the meat. I didn't know. I didn't expect that either. And so
I tell you a recipe also that reminded me when you talked about Thor's hammer. I tried party ribs this summer. That's like
oh yeah,
telling you that is my new
Yeah.
favorite. I think. We
Yeah,
did that
my
for
daughters
Dave's birthday
love
party.
it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Miss Tina has a recipe in there, and I just used her. She sent me them, and I was asking the first time I made them last summer, 2 summers ago, and I was asking her, and like we were actually FaceTiming, and she was helping me with it and stuff like that, and giving me these tips and things. But those, yeah, my daughters, that's their favorite. They love party ribs. Yeah, what's your favorite things? Like we just said, what's your favorite thing you look forward for Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh man, it's got to be that turkey and the cranberry sauce. Pretty traditional, but I don't know. That's good for me.
Go ahead, Berlin.
Okay. I make a sausage and apple cornbread stuffing that I just like stumbled upon online that I've been making for like the last 5 years. I just tried it out and it's phenomenal.
Oh, sounds good.
I don't know. It's tough. I love Thanksgiving. It might be my favorite holiday. But I think just mixing up like dark meat. I'm a dark meat turkey guy, but dark meat with some mashed potatoes and gravy and corn, just kind of all sloshed together. Like, and then my wife makes a pumpkin ginger snap pie, which is the best pie I've ever had. So that is phenomenal. So I always look forward to that, and I always make her make 2 pies, one that goes home and one that goes with us to the gathering.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Thanksgiving Day is great, but I mean, it's the days after that are amazing.
Oh yeah, too.
Actually,
we had some grilled.
of
We did some grilled cheese sandwiches today with the cranberries and turkey, but then we put chipotle cheddar cheese on it. It was so good.
Nice.
Oh,
yum.
I know it's a little off topic, but it goes with Thanksgiving. Petey, I know you did a turkey trot. It was like 15 degrees and windy that morning.
Yeah.
But how'd it go?
Yeah, it was great. PR race.
Nice.
Yeah, what was it? It was a 5-mile race?
5-mile race in Fond du Lac. Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the Strava update. That was pretty nice time there. Good job.
Yeah. Wow. I signed up for it. I don't know. And then I thought about not going, but honestly, the wind died down and they give you a free pumpkin pie at the end. I couldn't turn that down. So
nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, mine is there's nothing better than like I'm not a big mashed potato guy. I don't know what it is, what's wrong with me because my whole family is. But I like taking that turkey, both dark and white meat, and with the stuff in and putting just having it with my gravy. I love a good turkey gravy. Oh gosh, and just like shoveling it down, and then you just feel miserable afterwards. You know what's going to happen.
Yes,
you just know what's going to happen
every year without fail.
Yeah. But my mother-in-law makes this sweet potato with this like brown sugar and like pecan crumble on top of it. It's like a dessert, and oh man, I look forward to that every year. And I'm not a big orange guy, so one year she put orange in it, and I was like, I shouldn't put orange in anymore.
Thanksgiving ever.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's just. But the leftovers, like my Jess made this like Southwestern soup. Jess is a really good soup maker, and with the smoked turkey, so you get the smoke from the turkey and that Southwestern soup, and it's like it's like the couple days afterwards where you're eating all the leftovers and doing like I'm not creative like she is, like does all these creative things, but I'm like this soup was so good. It's like a Southwest tortilla soup with that smoked chicken in it. Gosh,
that's
those
awesome.
things. Yeah, gosh, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong at all. Probably gained a few pounds too. So, but oh well.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about tomorrow. Like I've been eating so much for 4 days, and I just packed my normal lunch for tomorrow. I'm a little worried I'm gonna
you're gonna be famished.
You're gonna be hungry halfway through the day.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like third hour, and you're gonna be starving.
You're gonna be looking for that ginger snap pie.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
sounds
one
good.
more piece left. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna make it tomorrow.
So, kicking off here, episode 31, and just gonna kind of give our fans here a little bit what they, besides listening to us ramble on like we do, what's like some interviews and things coming up here on the podcast. This, I guess, continuation of our new season here. But we have, you might know him from social media, That Grill Guy, Chris Shem. He's Wisconsin owned. He won Food Network's NFL Tailgate Takedown, season 1, episode 5. So you can check that out. But he won that, so he's over in the Appleton area, and so he's fired up to come on to our podcast. We also a couple of these people we met through Meat Fest, Smoky Woods Barbecue out of Crivitz, Wisconsin, here where I order my pellets from now, and my chunks of wood from Smoky, and they have a great product. So they're fired up to be on. And I believe you guys have some of this, Two Heads Hot Sauce. So they're coming on too as well. We all had Dead Oak Barbecue at Meat Fest, and the great food they produce. So they have a little time now as competition season's winding down, and the food truck and stuff. So they're out of Green Bay. They'll be jumping on. Bearded Butchers out of Kansas City, Missouri. They have interesting stories. So we're going to have them fired up on the podcast too. And a lot of you, if you follow any of the barbecue world, like on Instagram or TikTok, I mean, he has like 300 some. He has like 57K followers on Instagram and like 300 some followers on TikTok. But Mike Starr, he's a 21-year veteran of the Air Force, and he is a lot of the people we have interviewed use his rubs and seasons. You can see a lot of collabs if you follow, like Stephen Kenya. He does a lot of collabs with him. But so Blazing Star Barbecue, Mike Starr and Blazing Star Barbecue will be jumping on the pod too. And hopefully I'm in contact with a few other couple heavy hitters here, and so hopefully we can get them on too as well. But just bringing the stories. And, one thing we haven't, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and some things that, we've had a few, but if our listeners, if you could fire us some questions, that'd be awesome. I'd love to do some, a segment where we answer a question or two at the end, or even have one episode where we just answer all your questions. Kind of think back to when we got kind of thrown into the main stage at Meat Fest, and when all those people, we had hundreds of people there asking us questions about everyday things, and how, from a pork shoulder butt to a brisket to what do you use and temperatures and stuff like that. I know you can fire a lot of stuff online, but we'd love to have any questions. That'd be great. And you can do it on Instagram or our Facebook page. Our Gmail is smokebrosuper@gmail.com. smokebrosuper@gmail.com. Just send us a question. We'd love to talk about it, because we all have our own ideas, and we always bump questions and share ideas from each other. We text each other and stuff like that. So if you could do that, maybe we'll do a drawing, and I got some t-shirts, we'll send some swag out and stuff like that. If you send a question in, that'd be kind of cool. And so with that, gentlemen, quick episode that we need to do. I miss you guys. I see you guys every day, but I miss you on this
Nice
Super Smoke Bros. It's nice. It's nice. But anybody have anything else they want to share before we sign up?
We missed one.
Oh yeah, we did.
Scott from Woodfire Grill. I'm stoked for this to come to fruition. I've been in contact with Scott at Woodfire Grill. We met him at Meat Fest. Some of just phenomenal custom-made grills out of propane, or smoker grills out of propane tanks. I got the opportunity to speak with him over the phone a lot. Met him obviously at Meat Fest, but he's got a smoker grill in the process for me right now, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to unveil it on one of the podcasts.
Oh, I can't wait. I know. I remember that the PBR smoker. I wanted that so bad. And that's I can't wait to see yours. So you have no idea, right?
No clue. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of a mix between Super Smoke Bros and Woodfire Grill kind of themed.
Nice.
But then with some custom components to me as well.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So I know that your smoker's on its last leg, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah, it's done.
It's done. You got a good use out of that.
Yeah. I got a lot of use out of it. The burn barrel has a giant hole on the back end of it.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
Not good for heat retention.
No, I was wondering why. Like my heat was like off all the time, and I couldn't quite figure it out. Then also I saw some smoke coming from a atypical place on that smoker, and sure enough, there's a hole on the back end of it. So another reason why I'm stoked for Scott to, come through, because I need a new smoker. So
That's awesome. Petey, Sheehan, anything?
Great to be back for another season. I'm excited.
Yeah. Same here. It's good to be back in this universe again.
Yeah, it does. Now that life slowed down a little bit for us. I'm like, I forgot to talk about Mr. B here. I'm like him. I got a new lucrative coaching job, second and third grade girls basketball.
Yeah.
And so, it's so I've been rolling down that. This learning, it's great. We have 13 young ladies, and you just get them all equal playing time and teach them the fundamentals. And but it's like herding cats.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun. I love it. It's good, and just to see these young ladies. Some of them haven't played organized basketball before, and just grow as players, starting to understand the game and things like that. So. That's what I've been doing too. So my Saturdays are booked up with 2 games of high intensity. I think I was telling you guys, or maybe I told Brian for sure. We won our first game like 14-2, and then our second game we lost 2-1.
Who's your defensive coach?
Yeah, that's I can't take credit, but I'm like, holy cow! And then the next game we come back the next weekend and we score like 30. So it's, but you got these second and third grade girls shooting a 10-foot basketball. Now we use a smaller than the 27.5-pound ball, but and so it's smaller than get up there. But I mean, some girls are like knee high to grasshopper in second grade. So, it's fun. It's fun. So just trying to provide them a good opportunity and coach all the kids up. So, but yeah, and then, all right, we will be back sooner than later with episode 32. We'll get, this will be looking forward to and get another season talking smoking foods, and maybe, I don't know. I like it. We should have I know Mr. B and I have talked about this, like Berlin's banging beats section or something like that, with all right, here's the barbecue legend song, and or something like that. We got to come up with some different things. So we'll be and we'll also take suggestions too from our listeners, but we'll be keep on rock and roll, and recipes coming up, all those sorts of things. So I think it's time to sign off, man. So gentlemen, smoke on.
Smoke on.
Smoke on.